Hi guys, Candace here. I'm back with a book review on The Castaways by Elin Hilderbrand. And this book I gave 4 to 5 stars on Goodreads. And it was a really great book it's set on the beach. All of her books are written or set on Nantucket Island. And I've only read this one and I'm reading a second one. And I'm not too sure if she always does this, but one of the characters from this book is in the book I'm reading now, because this was written a couple books before that book. So I don't know if she always does that, because it's set in the same area. And so I don't know. But anyway, this book is about Greg and Tess McAvoy. They were dealing with rumors of infidelity. And to kind of get past that and to move on and to move to the next stage of their marriage and stuff like that and to celebrate their wedding anniversary, they decide to go on a summer day. They decide to pack a lunch and, go on their sailboat and just, have lunch and just kind of, like I said, move past everything. And they end up drowning mysteriously. And they leave behind 2 small children and 3 couples that were their best friends. It's, the 3 friends, it's written from 6 different people's point of view. So there's Phoebe and Addison, who are married, Delilah and Jeffrey, who are also married, and Andrea and Ed, who they call him the chief, and he's the chief of police for that island. And so anyway, it's written from 6 different people's point of view, and so each chapter, they don't really have chapters. They just started out with the person that it's writing about, like here says the chief. And so for the first couple pages, each person only writes maybe like 5 paragraphs, because it starts off with the chief finding out. He's the chief of police, and so he's the first one to find out that Greg and Tess had died, and they knew that he knew him, so they were like, hey chief, I know that you knew Greg and Tess, but they're dead, and so I don't know how you want to proceed. If I know you probably want to tell everyone because you were their friend. And he goes, yeah, you know what, I'll deal with it. So each after that, it's kind of everyone else finding out and their reaction and what they thought. And it's nice too, because this whole book is about how everyone had their own preconceptions about how, Greg and Tess's marriage. Like I said, there was rumors of Greg being unfaithful to Tess. And there was a big old, because Nantucket, I guess, is kind of a small town, and so everybody knows everybody, really. And so there was, rumors going around about them, whatever, and with their 6 closest friends, you get to hear each of them and kind of get inside their head and figure out how they saw the marriage and what they thought should have happened and how they reacted to different things and their relationship to Greg and Tess. And it was really interesting, because through that, you get to hear all the secrets that were just hidden. I mean, I guess that's with any type of friends. You've got a bunch of friends, and of course you're going to have 2 people that are closer than others and stuff like that. And so this book, it was a little confusing at the beginning, because it's like this person sleeping with this person's wife, but then this person is jealous of this person because of their affair, and it's just kind of crazy. But I'd say by like the 15th or 20th page, you've got it down. And what I like too is that a lot of the time, a writer, whether it's a woman or a man, they're only one person. And so if they try to write, like I said, write from different people's point of views, it kind of gets jumbled up, and you kind of start realizing that it just sounds like one person. But this author, Elin, I don't know if it's Ellen or Elin, but she was very good at distinguishing the different people and really getting into someone's head. Like, like I said, after the 20th page, once you kind of get the whole, everybody's, once you kind of figure them out, you can like turn to a page and read and just kind of read a paragraph and go, oh, this is Jeffrey talking, or this is Delilah talking. And I really like that about her, that she could do that, because that, to me, I think that would be really hard to try to do that. And she did it very well, and it was just really great. It really kept my attention. What I liked too was, one of my favorite shows was Desperate Housewives, and it's off air now. It's no longer, the final season was, or the final episode was a couple months ago, I think. But what I really liked about that show was that everyone thought it was just like Sex and the City, where it was women bitching about their perfect lives and their perfect husbands and their perfect marriage, and that whole show is pretty much based on how people assume that you have the perfect life and the perfect marriage and all this stuff. And it's just funny to find out that, you know, no one's like that. Like, if you were to sneak into your neighbor's house or just see them for a day behind closed doors, there's so much more than what you really think. And in this book especially, you would think your best friend or someone that you, because they would, you know, they called themselves the Castaways. They would go on vacations together. They did everything together. And Tess and Andrea were actually cousins. And so they just did everything together. And they're pretty much sisters. And so it's just interesting to know that even your best friend, someone you do everything with, you still don't know everything that goes on behind closed doors. And it's interesting to watch the secrets come to surface and everything like that. And it was just really great. And like I said, it was based on the beach. There was a lot of beach scenes in here, and because they live on an island, and it was great. And it really made me want to start reading more of her books and more books that are set on the beach, because I think now that it's summer, you can't, I mean, we don't live on a beach. We live in Washington, and the closest beach I think is only like 15 or 20 minutes away, but it's not as nice as, like, I'm from California and I love the beach, and I used to go to Hawaii a lot with my dad, and so it's just, I really miss the beautiful beaches that they have in California and Hawaii, and I can't always go. And so it's just kind of nice to read a book about it, because you kind of put yourself in it and stuff like that. And with it being summer and so sunny and stuff outside, as you can see, it's just nice to put me in a nice summery mood. And yeah, so I mean, I don't know, I don't really remember any negatives. I just finished this book a couple days ago, and I don't remember any negatives I had against it. But I know that I only gave it 4 out of 5 instead of 5 out of 5. And so, but yeah, I don't remember any negatives I had. But Phoebe, the characters were very well written too. Like, Phoebe kind of got on my nerves because she's a typical blonde. But like I said, I mean, towards the middle, they kind of, the author presented her as one of those dumb blonde types that don't really know what they're doing, and just wears expensive clothes and just stuff like that, kind of like Paris Hilton. But then towards the middle of the book, you start hearing more from her and hearing her secrets that she had, and stuff like that too. So it was just really interesting to see the different emotions that people had and the secrets that they had. And it really makes you think that you really don't know anybody that you think you may know. And so anyway, yeah, that was, my review on this book. I'm currently reading Silver Girl by the same author. And this one I don't like as much. I'm already like maybe a third, almost halfway through the book, and it's not keeping my attention as much as this one did, which sucks. But I have a couple of her other books that one I purchased, and I'm getting a couple from the library. And so I hope that some of her other books are a little bit better. But yeah, I definitely recommend this. Like I said, it's summer now, and I know a lot of us like to read summer books and just kind of get in that mood. So if you're in that mood like me, definitely pick it up. It's really great. It really keeps your attention and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys are all enjoying the summer and the weather, and I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and happy reading.